Good day everyone, I am Sudeshwaran Gopal Krishnan. Today I am going to talk about the current issues in education and the implementations of science assessment in Malaysia. The current issues that I chose is integrations of ICT in science assessment. So guys, in these presentations, we are going to see about the introductions, current issues in Malaysian education, implementations of science assessment, integrations of ICT in science assessment, benefits of ICT integrations, impact on science assessment, challenges in implementation, strategies for improvement, and the conclusion. Okay, first of all, we must know the introductions of these issues. Education in Malaysia changing fast with the digital education policy and the Malaysia Education Blueprint, which is 2013 to 2025. One big focus in using ICT, information and communication technology in teaching, learning and assessment. In science, ICT can make learning more interesting and help teachers assess students in new ways. Science assessment today needs to match 21st century skills and Industrial Revolution 4.0, where students must learn to think critically and use technology. Current issues in Malaysia education. There are still some problems in using ICT in science assessment. The first issue is the digital divide. Some schools in rural areas do not have enough computers or internet access compared to urban schools. The second issue is teacher readiness. Not all the teachers are trained or confident to use ICT tools. Third, infrastructure problems like weak internet and lack of devices make it hard to use digital assessment. Lastly, there is a traditional exam culture, which is many schools still focus on written tests instead of digital or performance-based tasks. The next one is implementations of science assessments. In Malaysia, science assessments follow the DSKP, which is Science Curriculum Standard, which focus on inquiry, experiment, and critical thinking. There are three types of assessment: formative, ongoing classroom work, summative, final exam, and alternative assessment, project or experiment. ICT can help in all these areas. For example, teacher can use online quizzes, virtual labs, and simulations to assess students' understanding and skills. Integrations of ICT in science assessment. ICT provides many creative ways to assess science learning. Tools like PHCT simulations let students do virtual experiments. Platforms like Google Forms, Quizzes, and Kahoot make quizzes fun and more interactive. Digital sensors can record data in real time during experiment, and e-portfolio allows students to store and show their work digitally. These tools help teachers see students' progress clearly and give faster feedback. Benefits of ICT integrations. Using a ICT in science assessment makes learning more fun and interactive. Students can see experiment and result directly, which improve understanding. Teachers can give instant feedback and students can learn at their own pace. ICT also promotes creativity and teamwork through online activities. It saves time for teachers and encourages students to think critically and solve problems instead of just memorizing facts. Do you know what is the impact on science assessment? Students in school with a limited ICT access have fewer chances to experience interactive and modern science assessment. Traditional paper-based tests often fail to capture student curiosity or encourage experimentation, leading to lower engagement. This creates inequality as students in urban schools with a better technology tend to perform better than those in rural areas. Teachers also face a heavier workload because they have to mark and record assessment manually. As a result, students miss the opportunity to develop importance of 21st century skills such as data analysis, digital collaborations, and the use of scientific simulations tools. Now let's see the challenges in implementations. Even with this benefit and the challenges still exist, the digital gap between school limits equal opportunities for students. Technical problems like poor internet and power failures interrupt the assessment. Teachers need more training and support to design the digital test. They are also concerned about fairness and data privacy when using online tools for exams. Furthermore, we must know the strategies for improvement. To solve these issues, teachers need continuous ICT training and support. The government should improve the school infrastructure so that all the students have equal access to technology. Schools can use a blended assessment approach, combining both ICT and traditional methods. Policy should support the use of ICT in assessment, and students should also be taught digital responsibility and safety when using online tools. Before moving to the conclusion part, I conducted an interview with one of my science lecturers. I asked a few questions related to these issues, and the questions are shown in this slide.
Right. How important is ICT for assessing students' understanding in science today? First, what you have to see is the real-time feedback. Digital platforms allow students to receive instant feedback, helping them correct misconceptions quickly. Okay, the misconception must be amended. Second, interactive assessments. Tools like simulations, virtual labs, and quizzes can access conceptual understanding more dynamically than traditional tests. Third, differentiated learning, ICT, enable personalized assessments tailored to students' learning styles and paces. Where we go to the next one? How well have Malaysian schools integrated ICT in science assessments? Let's do it. Malaysia has made notable strides, but the integration is still uneven. Urban versus rural divide. Urban schools often have better access to devices and internet, definitely, right? While rural schools face infrastructure challenges because of their area. Teachers' readiness. Maybe many science teachers are enthusiastic but lack sufficient training in using ICT tools effectively. Next, policy support. Initiatives like the Smart School Program and Frog VLE have laid groundwork, but implementation varies widely. Okay, the final questions we are going to discuss today is about what improvements will be ideal from the Ministry of Education. Hot questions because something to do with the ministry. Okay, here's a wish list for impactful change. I guess so lah. Okay, the first one is infrastructure upgrades. Ensure our school, especially rural ones, have reliable internet devices and digital tools. Okay, the second one, professional development, especially for teachers. Provide ongoing hands-on training for teachers in ICT-based assessment strategies. Okay, we goes on. The third one is about the curriculum reform. Okay, embedded ICT-based assessment more deeply into science syllabus, aligning with digital learning goals. Okay, for all the three questions, we should know where actually our understanding, where actually we stand, what we should to do any improvement or anything to make it the ICT learning in science to getting better and people are ready to move. Okay, for that, and thank you.
So guys, in conclusions, ICT integrations of science assessment is an important step in improving Malaysian education system. It makes learning more engaging and prepares students for the digital world. However, challenges like infrastructure, teacher readiness, and unequal access must be solved. With the right training and support, ICT can help make science assessment more fair, creative, and effective for all the students.